Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bags and Banter. I am Valerie, and on this channel I like to talk about bags and add in a little bit of banter, sometimes over coffee. Now, if that is something that you're interested in, please make sure that you like and subscribe because it really helps out my channel. As you can see from the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about my Songmont collection. And I titled this video, The Bags of Songmont, as a tribute to my babysitter who loved two things, bowling and her soap operas. She called them her stories. Way before I knew what the Prada popular handbag of 2000s was, the bowler bag, of course, way before I knew about luxury handbags, I fell in love with my babysitter's bowler bag. It was really cool. I loved the shape. I was very intrigued by how it had that flat bottom and yet that dome shape. And I often wondered how I was able to carry that ball. Anyhow, I digress. She also had a habit of making sure that no matter what she was doing, she stopped at noon to watch her favorite stories, her soap operas. So I thought it would be fun to introduce you to the Bags of Songmont in that same soap opera fashion. So let's meet the cast in my collection. The Yore Toast bag in ebony. She is polished, confident, and always put together. The east-west shape reminds me of the vintage bowling bag, which immediately takes me back to my babysitter and the bag I loved as a child. This is the most sophisticated and structured bag in my Songmont collection. It feels modern, but it also has a little bit of nostalgia built into its shape. Who doesn't love a great bowler? The small gather bag in Cloud. She is soft, elegant, and easygoing. This is the bag that quietly works with almost everything without trying too hard. I love the gathered shape, the soft leather, the way it can change depending on how I carry it. From crossbody to longer shoulder to shorter shoulder to clutch. This is the bag that I first purchased from Songmont and made me fall in love with the brand. She's so easygoing. She would never slap you for taking her sister on a date around the town. Here's the sister. The gather bag, small gather in ochre suede. She has the same shape as the Cloud gather, but a completely different personality. She is warm, creative, and a little bit more dramatic. Dun dun dun. The suede and rich ochre color give the bag so much texture and make it feel especially beautiful for fall. This is a good example of how the same design can feel completely different depending on the material. The Large Luna Hobo in Dune Suede. She is relaxed, carefree, and always ready to go. This is the bag I reach for when I want something comfortable, roomy, and effortless. The soft suede and slouchy shape give it a casual personality, but it still feels elevated. She may be the most laid-back member of the collection, but she definitely knows how to make an entrance. I thought that'd be a fun way to introduce you to my Songmont collection. Now that you've met the cast, let's take a look at what fits in each bag. Okay, so what I have here is the Yore Toast bag, and I'm just going to show you some additional features really quickly. I love how Songmont is stamped here. Sure, and it's embossed in nice silver. It's got that contrasting stitching. It does have a flap here for your cell phone. This magnet is really strong. It also has a sturdy key ring here if you want to add keychains that dangle below the bag. Inside is this beautiful micro suede fabric, and one is a zippered pocket, the other one is a flap pocket, and it holds, because of the east-west design, it holds quite a bit. So I have my essentials here. This also has nice rolled handles that can stay together for a better shoulder carry experience. In my personal opinion, sometimes when I clip the straps together, it seems like it stays on my shoulder better, but obviously you can unflap this piece here so that the bag straps do open, and it makes it nicer to pack your items. So I'm going to pack everything. I have a small catch-all, so this is mostly for lippies. I have a key holder, can't go anywhere without that. My card holder is actually a wristlet from Coach. Sunglasses, spray, lotion, and then I have some tech pieces that I just can't live without. My portable battery, a little charger cord, you can even see that. And then I have an adapter because I feel like I need this. I work off of a MacBook and I always need an adapter. And then of course, can't leave without a snack. So you can see that it's packed in there pretty well. I'm hoping everything doesn't fall out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack the other 3 bags with these essentials and show you the inside, and then just show you the different carry experience. So next we have the Cloud, and this is the very first bag, as I mentioned, that I purchased from Songmont. I love the practicality of this bag because of the what feels like 25 different ways you can carry it. Of course, I'm being over dramatic in soap opera fashion, right? But there are about at least 4 ways that I can think of that this can be carried. Carry it as a clutch. The other one is you can turn and take this piece off, which is held by magnet. It's held by a magnet, and it can be a crook of the arm. So that's 2, right? But it can also be a shoulder as well. That's 3. And then it does have a longer crossbody that can be adjusted to be a longer shoulder. So what? That's 5 different ways that this can be carried. So who doesn't love that? Plus, with this bag, there is this back pouch that goes all the way through. It's a very strong magnet. So recently I was in Santa Barbara and I was wearing a sweater and I didn't want to have the sweater draped on me. So I just slipped it in the back there and it was just draping beautifully, beautifully with this bag. With the Toast bag, you cannot remove the handles, but with this you can, so that you can truly make it that clutch that I was talking about. I did place all of my essentials inside, and it does add, my extra essentials does add some weight to it. So this is a bag where sometimes I do have to figure out how heavy do I want to make it. But even with that extra weight, the magnet stays nice and closed. It doesn't really open. So, you know, that's why I like that you can carry it a variety of ways, because when it does become too heavy, you can just kind of change the way that you carry the bag. And the heaviness is not from the bag, because the bag itself is quite light. It's just from what I decided to put in there. But I just wanted to show you that everything that fit in the Toast bag fits in this one as well. So here's the ochre bag, which when I showed you the ochre bag, it was like this and its flat silhouette. So I'm going to place my essentials in there so you can see just how beautiful it is once it's filled. And again, I mean, this is the newest addition to my collection. The bag is completely filled and you can see that it has taken this nice shape, which makes it that creative bag that we were talking about. Again, it can be a clutch, crook of the arm. I mean, stunning, stunning bag. Every time I look at these bags, I always find these little extra surprises. Like they have a D-ring here on this strap so that you can just clip extras. Just a beautiful carry experience. And that's what it's all about, really. You want to love to carry the handbags in your collection. So here's the Large Luna Hobo bag in that dune suede. And if you're familiar with Songmont and you've seen other videos where they feature the Luna bag, more than likely you're seeing the Luna bag that's a little bit more structured that you can carry. I think it's like 3 ways, like crossbody, shoulder, and crook of the arm. I think there's like a wristlet piece too. I think it's 4 different ways. This is part of that line, but it is more relaxed, as you can see. And so I just find it so beautiful like this because I could take this off completely and then be left with this nice crook of the arm bag. Let's take a look at the inside. This one just might be able to hold a little bit more than the toast bag does. And I think I said that the toast bag held the most. I'm not quite sure if I said that or not, but I think that this one might hold more. And again, all of these bags are really light. What's going to change the experience, the carry experience, will be the amount that you pack in your bag. And that's what I love about Songmont, is that each one of these bags can be changed so that you can carry each of the bags in the most comfortable way that works for you. I think that that's why I fell in love with the brand. I fell in love with the structure of the bags, the functionality of each bag, how practical each one of them seem to be for my lifestyle. If you happen to have any questions that I can answer about each of these bags, please don't hesitate to go to the comments, ask your questions. Let me know what you think. Which bag suits your personality? Which one was your favorite? And if you made it this far in the video, I do want to thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.